It's demand at the end of the day. I mean, if I guess in recent years, there's been a lot more larger sized apparel for people and garments for people because the population is becoming bigger. So and that's not necessarily a good thing from a health perspective, but that's the reality. So therefore, brands are wanting to leverage that because they want to retain their customers or they want to take market share from other brands and customers. So I'd say that has changed. So the size range, the size ratio that brands offer has adapted. I'd say in the luxury sector, less so, but it's adapted and it's I guess had to adapt with that. I'd say where it comes to disability or different body needs, it's very specific, isn't it? So by default it almost becomes bespoke and personalized, and that's the challenge, because even if you had a standard collection that you could then tweak, the shape, the arms, whatever, that's what's costing you. And if I think about Burberry as an example, so within Burberry, the trench coat factory, you've got the standard trench coats being made. Burberry owns the mill, the raw materials, so it's a whole end-to-end supply chain. But if we want to do a personalized trench coat, so build your own trench coats, so somebody will pick, it could still be a standard style, etc. But that person's still wanting a certain size, they're still wanting maybe some personalization, different linings, etc. So it's all available, but you're having to buy into the stock of the raw materials so it's available to them. And then all of that's having to be done by hand potentially, or on a one-to-one basis versus mass production. And at the end of the day, it's time is money, so something taking an hour takes a day. Yeah, I'm exaggerating, and that's a cost. So you scale that up, you have to have the demand in order to support that, because otherwise you end up with a huge lot of inventory that you're not going to use, or people that you're not fully utilizing because the orders aren't coming through fast enough. Or your lead time becomes a lot longer, or you end up with a lot of inventory sitting there. So there has to be some way of reducing the personalization part of it. But at the end of the day, it's demand. Otherwise, the price becomes prohibitive, because in order to offset your costs, you're having to charge more for something, which